We at Our Damn Podcast want you to remember that possessing, using, distributing, or selling cannabis is still a federal crime, and we do not condone the use of cannabis except where permissible by state law. Hey everyone, this is Derek.
And this is Chloe.
And you're listening to our very special New Year's episode of
Our Damn Podcast.
Nailed it. All right, so it is finally 2019.
We made it, friends.
How do you feel? Do you feel alive?
It's Tuesday.
Do you feel vibing?
It's
do you
Tuesday.
feel good?
I have to go to work tomorrow. It's a Tuesday.
Feels like a Tuesday.
Yeah.
I have to go to work tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Fun days. So, to get this episode started, we have a really large joint rolled
Hell
up
yeah, we do.
of OG glue, I believe.
Super delicious.
Photos of the joint are going to be on our Instagram at Our Damn Podcast. Shout out. We have an Instagram now.
We do.
If you want to follow that,
Lots of fun things.
It is at Our Damn Podcast.
We also have a Facebook page.
Again, facebook.com/Our Damn Podcast.
Podcast.
So if you want to show us some love, go follow our Instagram, go like our Facebook. But yeah, so Chloe, do you want to get this lit or should I?
You should. I currently have a glass piece sitting right beside me. I'll just casually enjoy my champagne while you're doing that.
Your turn.
Man, this is the height of luxury.
I'm going to wash it down with some champagne. Some $10 Target champagne.
That's delicious, by the way. Nice job packing that, bub.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You look like that video of Elon Musk smoking a fucking joint. I just want to frame it side by side and just have it above your side of the bed. It's like a motivational poster.
See, what I want to do for the start of this episode is go back into memory lane, talk about 2018, what we loved about it, what we hated about it.
Goodness.
If that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's fine. I just have to muster up more than 3 things about 2018 that I liked because it was a very scary year. So
yeah, no kidding. Right, you want to do? We can go back and forth between our top 3 favorite things and then our top 3 least favorite things. I did.
Nice.
All right, you want to do top 5 because I've got a lot of good things about last year.
You can go first then if you already have a couple because I'm gonna have to think of some.
Definitely. All right. So number 5 of my favorite things of last year was probably our road trip up here.
See, that's already in mine. That for me is a pretty even spot on the list because it was terrifying and exciting.
Like we stopped at so many good places. We ate a lot of food. We had a lot of good coffee.
We get so much good food. Oh my god.
The weather was nice for the most part, aside from Atlanta, which
raining
was a total,
in Atlanta, yeah.
Total train wreck.
And then being 20 minutes late to pick up our apartment key.
Yeah. Tomato. We'll get to the least favorite parts in a second.
Later.
So that would probably be my that would be number 5 for me of my favorite things of last year.
I agree with that.
Well, you tell me why.
In my head, I don't have like an actual like order to this, but that's kind of in like the middle of my list, like 3, 4-ish.
Yeah.
Because like we needed to move. We needed to move out of state. And this was the year where we buckled down and we're like, okay, we're going to fucking do it. And we went ahead and did the thing.
We did.
We did. And it was great because we needed it. We're way better off here than we would have been if we stayed.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So my number 4 was probably last March, celebrating our birthdays with our family. For the last time in Sarasota before we left.
Oh shoot! I changed my list then. I just thought of something. Go on.
Spending time with my siblings was a great way to kick off the last few weeks that I had in Sarasota, and it was our birthdays that we were able to do that.
Yeah, it was really nice.
What about you? What's your number 4?
You mentioned March, and I was going to mention one of my favorite things that happened. On my birthday, March 5th, if you didn't know, on my birthday was when I was told I got the job that was basically the go-ahead to move to Colorado.
Yeah.
March 5th, I got a call from the preschool center I'm currently at that says, hey, we like you. What are you moving up here? Because we'll start you. And I'm like, fucking cool. Great. I burst through the door. My mom and dad are like, happy birthday. I'm like, guys, we're moving to Colorado.
Yeah.
It was that moment where I'm like, shit, we got to do this now. I just
real.
got a job up there. Like,
This is real.
Damn.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a good, like, kick into hyperdrive that I feel like we needed. Because definitely it was, the thing is, one of us had to at least have that security before we left.
Yeah.
I for sure thought it was going to be you. Being a teacher with only one state credential, I thought it was going to be so hard to find a job.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I work in coffee.
You work in such a universal field.
Yeah, more or less, especially in Denver.
Yes.
Like the Denver coffee scene is huge, and the community is amazing.
All right, tell us your 3.
So my number 3 would probably be getting my last tattoo, because we haven't gotten tattoos
since we moved up
here. And the last one I got was kind of like a thank you and I love you to my mother. And it was just really heartwarming and sentimental, and that's definitely one of my top 5 favorite things of 2018. We can get into our tattoos if you want in a later episode. But yeah, so number 3 for me is getting that tattoo.
Nice.
What about you?
You keep bringing up really good points. I'm gonna steal yours again because I didn't even think about it. But yeah, I have some pretty sentimental tattoos we got right before we moved. So that was a pretty heavy, but in a good way, thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it was kind of like I don't know how to put this in a not sad way, but it was kind of like saying like, see you later to my parents kind of thing. It's like,
it was a bittersweet goodbye.
Yeah. It felt like I was finishing.
Not a goodbye, but a see you later.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, It's hard to not make it sad. Because, like, it's not, but it is. I don't know. But yeah, I have 2 tattoos that are for my parents, essentially, right before we moved. So that was a pretty good thing to do before 2018 closed.
Definitely. So is that
Yeah.
that's your number 3?
You keep saying good ones, and I'm like, shit, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What number? So what are we on?
I'm on my second favorite. So for me, my second favorite thing of 2018 was probably our first wedding anniversary.
Babe, that is so... I'm not going to steal that one, actually.
Really?
I'm not.
Okay.
But that is so sweet. Why is that... May I ask why you like that? Because, like, putting up with me for a year as a whole is a little scary. So,
let alone, what, 7?
7. Technically 7 together legally for one.
Right. So, yeah, no, I mean...
that out.
It's like the next celebration in our relationship would have to be our anniversary, our very first anniversary.
Yeah.
And that happened in 2018.
That did.
We could finally say happy anniversary and it not be just us
like
dating.
My girlfriend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was actually our first wedding anniversary.
That
and
is so cute.
It's got sentimental value over any other wedding anniversaries because it's our first one.
That's the love of my life. Oh, shit. That's so cute, though. I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, now I have to rethink my list. What was I going to say? So, yeah, my second favorite thing is the fact that your mom came to visit us twice. That was pretty dang special.
Yeah.
She had so much fun, and it was nice having somebody from back home. It was really cool. We took her to all the places we like to eat. Mm-hmm. She went to Pride with us in June.
In Pride Month.
Yeah. Well, I forgot which day month it was.
January.
Sorry. No. Yeah, it was just really nice having her here. It was a nice little reminder of home, and it was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Josh even visited too.
Yeah, your brother came in November, right around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
That was super fun.
Yeah, definitely.
What's your number 1?
Well, your number 2 ties into my number 1.
What?
What? Yeah. Yeah, so my number 1 favorite thing about 2018 is less of an individual event and more of an overall just idea, and that's moving to Denver, obviously.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm up past my bedtime. I'm usually not up this late on a school night.
On a school night, on a Tuesday night, on Monday night, on Tuesday morning.
Thank God I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah, no kidding.
Today.
Same. This year.
What are we talking about?
So yeah, Denver as a whole, just moving out of state into a new state, a state where we wanted to live in, a state with mountains, a state with seasons, a state with job opportunities, a state with younger people, a state with more of a culture to it and a community to it. Seeing the mountains for the first time, seeing snow for the first time, seeing the seasons change from summer to fall to winter for the first time.
This is pretty much my first answer, too. I'm just letting you do all the talking.
Okie doke.
Because I have points I'm going to bring up, but...
Ditto.
Well, there are points I'm going to bring up, too, but it's like...
Yeah, for sure.
Yep, check, sure.
But yeah, getting a job where I feel like a family with my coworkers, a job in the field that I was already in, a job with coffee, going to Denver Pride...
Going to a major Pride in the first place. Because where we're from, the coolest, quote-unquote, coolest Pride was like an hour and a half away.
St. Pete Pride, best Pride.
And you worked that weekend?
Best Pride in that part of Florida.
Well, yeah. But you worked that day. And it was an hour and a half drive. And I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it was nice having that pretty much 15 minutes down the road from us. It was great.
Yeah. Trying new food, going to Voodoo Donut. Denver as a whole has been so good to us this year, comparatively, significantly better than anything we had before, and it really made 2018 one of the greatest years I've had in a long, long time.
I'm gonna second you, because as you're talking, I'm formulating even more points.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good. So yeah, I'm 100% in agreement that Denver is probably the best thing to happen to us in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And in the first couple weeks of living here, we went to Voodoo Donuts. We met a friend from the internet and went to Disney Trivia and won first place.
Oh my gosh, Incredibles 2.
And saw The Incredibles 2
Yeah.
at an advanced screening. We saw snow for the first time. Because it snowed like the weekend after we moved. Because I remember waking up and there was snow on the top of our car.
Yeah, in April.
Yeah. So, it's just been a great it's been a great city of firsts. We have 2 beautiful little reptile babies now.
We do.
And it's just nice having our own place again. We had our own place for like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely nice having it again.
Feeling like we actually,
This is our space, our place.
Yeah.
It's nice. Like, we've got our own little stupid posters all over the thing. We still have our Christmas tree up, all sorts of good stuff. And I miss having that just general space of like, this is ours. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah.
I do. So that was really nice. And we've made so many good friends here already. Like you said, you have this great network at your shop, and it's super nice. Because I walk in, and no matter who you're working with, I see you just having a grand old time.
Yeah.
But like I have people that I've met and gotten really close to as well, so like that's really cool. And yeah, like Denver's just been it's in a great spot. I'm still adjusting to it, which is a weird thing. Because we've had a couple major holidays with none of my family, so it's been a little tricky, a little weird, a little emotional.
Yeah,
especially the past couple weeks, but. Yeah, no, and as a whole, Denver's been great. I can't wait to keep living here. I'm super excited.
Me too.
Let's see what happens next.
Really excited to see what goes on this year.
Let's see what happens.
See how it goes.
First birthday in Denver in March.
Yeah.
What else? First Valentine's Day in Denver. First wedding anniversary in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2019 will be our first full year in Denver as well.
It will, because we moved in April of 2018. We made it. We made it through.
We did.
We did.
We did indeed.
Barely. We did this by the skin of our teeth, kind of.
All right. So 2018 had its ups, but it also had its downs. Yeah. So we'll narrow this one up and just say our 3 least favorite
Oh,
things
thank
about
God, because I had a
2018.
list.
Yeah.
I had a list. I had a saga.
Saga.
I had scrolls upon journals upon just maps and everything. I had a bunker just dedicated to 2018. It was a little scary. I'm hyping this way too much. So, number 3, sad part, worst part, angriest part, what have you. Ready, set, go.
I didn't think about this. So for number 3, my least favorite thing about 2018 would probably have to be all of the troubles and stuff that our PT Cruiser's been giving us the past year.
Don't remind me.
Like, we've spent so much money on like little repairs and this and that, and you know, she's still giving us trouble now. Ever since the first like freeze of the season, she's just been all
fucked up.
So that'd probably be my number 3. It's just
a good one.
Those who do have a car understand that
you need it, man. Like once you start getting used to using it, it's part of your life. You kind of just need it.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to have a backup plan once you don't have a car.
And it's expensive and really stressful when shit happens.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So that's my number 3.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, that's a good one, though. Okay. Honorable mention, Derek's answer. So, 2018 was a weird year for me in general. And I'll touch a little bit more on that in number 2. But let's just say that 2018 was the year I realized that girls don't like me. So, like, this was the year of exploring sexuality and self and all that fun stuff on both ends.
Totally.
And there was a decent period of time where there was a girl I was interested in, and we were together for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Ripped my heart to shreds. That was a heartbreaking experience, and that's another thing. Like, I'm basically only used to being with Derek because, 1, it's the longest relationship either of us have been in.
Yeah.
And 2, we just kind of fell in love with each other out of the gate, kind of thing. Like, we knew we liked each other. We wanted to be best friends, and then we're like, shit, I love you. I love you too. Cool. Like, this is great. Like, it was just like this was a weird conundrum of great things, and I'm excited about it.
Life.
The other person, however, like, I don't know what happened, but like a switch flipped in her head, and just like she's fucking dumped me out of the blue, like right before Christmas, essentially. Like the week, like right before Christmas, like it was a weird like couple week gap in time, and like right around Christmas we got back together for a little bit, and then the week of New Year's of 2018, I had no way of like reaching her or anything. Like, she wouldn't answer my Snapchat, she wouldn't answer my text, she wouldn't answer my calls. Like, you walked in on me like crying, just being like, what did I do?
I remember this shit show.
Yeah, and it happened for like, oh God, like a week and a half, 2 weeks-ish. And I tried contacting like her friends and like all this fun stuff, and they're like, she's healing. And I'm like, from what?
She just fucking disappeared.
What did I do? Like, and to this day, I still have no explanation. I contacted her and everything after the big conundrum happened, and I still don't fucking know what happened. She didn't tell me. And like, that gave me so much anxiety.
It's not you. I know it's not you.
Thank you. And then jump ahead later in the year. She follows me on Instagram because at a certain point in my life this year, I was like, I'm good. I'm done. I don't have to keep her blocked on anything anymore. Like, I'm fine. Like, she followed me back on social media, and I showed it to Derek, and I'm like, the fuck is going on? This was like, we already moved up here. She's been blocked from me for months, and then just all of a sudden, and then like I asked her about it. I'm like, hi, the fuck? And she's like, I just like your aesthetic, and I don't think it should be a problem if I follow you on Instagram. And I'm like,
I don't think you understand.
I don't think you get it. Like, you took my heart, shattered it, and then you're just gonna show up and be like,
I like your aesthetic.
Yeah, like, get out, man. Like,
and I like your distance.
Yeah, just Oh, so yeah, just romance and sexuality as a whole in 2018 was not in my favor. So that was a great thing to have smacked in your face.
Well, it's only your number 3. I can't wait to hear number 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Paging, your turn.
Hello.
It's me.
So for me, my second least favorite thing about 2018 was being jobless for 2.5 months.
That was a really scary time. That was right when we moved up here.
Yeah, so the coffee shop that I'm working at right now, I didn't start until July, the first week of July.
God, that was a scary time.
Yeah, and we moved here in April, mid-April. So that's probably the longest I have ever gone as an adult without work. And we had just moved across the country to a new state, and I had more panic attacks being home all day than I ever thought I would ever have.
Mm-hmm. There were days where I came home and you were just so just sad. Like I could see the circles under your eyes. You were not happy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a weird time.
Thankfully, we did have the resources to keep this roof over our head, as well as get around, feed ourselves, and furnish our apartment. So I am grateful for that. But the stress that I was under over those 2.5 months before I started the job I'm working at now were probably some of the most stress I've been in all year.
Yeah.
So that's my number 2. That's my number 2.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your number 2?
Number 2 is just an overarching theme of this is the year where social anxiety went into hyperdrive. And this is the year where I had that constant feeling of everybody hates me.
Yeah.
Nothing's going my way. I was crying heavily at least once a day.
Mm-hmm.
From had to be January because of all the shit that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just be, oh my God, 2018 was a weird fucking year emotionally for me. And I'm glad it's over.
Me too. Also me too.
Stoked.
Also me too.
I'm ready to kind of just obviously it's not going to disappear at midnight kind of thing. It's not Cinderella. But it's just it's good to know that okay, cool, I've got 12 months to fucking get my shit together.
Mm-hmm.
To where I'm not sitting in my car hysterically crying every day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just nice. It's that that calming you got this, girl. You do you.
It's that feeling where it's been a long day at work and you just kick off your shoes and lay face down on your bed. Yeah. Just take that deep breath. Just,
oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm home.
I feel like this is, and it's not going to be perfect by the end of 2019.
Mm-hmm.
My goal is to have this be the year of practicing self-care and starting to understand what I need.
Definitely.
Because
Me
2018 was definitely a year where I was trying to take care of everybody. Mm-hmm. And clearly, clearly that did not do great on my mental health and my just everything.
Yeah.
Clearly, I wasn't happy last year. So this is definitely the year where I'm going to put myself first. Hopefully.
Yeah. And to anybody who's wondering, I think every year should be the year that you put your needs first. Yep. Your health, your safety, your mental health, your mental stability is all number one priority in everyone's life, or at least it should be. And then once you focus on yourself, you'll be able to focus on everybody else. Mm-hmm. And you'll be able to do a better job at helping other people if you first help yourself. You can't help other people and expect
yourself to be fine at the end of the day. You're going to have cracks and you're going to have bruises, but
definitely
that's what happens when you put everybody else in front of yourself.
And if your ultimate goal is to help other people, you can't do that 100% if you haven't already taken care of yourself. Yeah. Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah. 2018 was definitely that weird flux of a year. Because that's when we decided we were moving. So I was stressed about that. Later in the year, I was having super existential crises about everything. Mm-hmm. And
good use of crises.
Thank you. I had my first oh God, do I want to be a teacher? Do I want to do, because my stuff expires in May of 2019. Mm-hmm. I was shit, do I want to fucking do this for another couple of years? This is for background. This is the only job I've had for 5 years. It'll be 5 years in February. I have worked other jobs, yes, but teacher has been my primary job for 5 years.
Yep.
So once mid 2018 came, and then I realized, shit, my credentials are due for an update next year.
Yeah.
I was so just panicked and stressed. I'm like, do I want to keep doing this? Will it be worth it? So this was, again, one of those weird fluxes of situations where it's like I was looking for jobs that weren't teaching, and I was getting stressed because like I have friends that left and did other stuff. One of them's still teaching, but she's happier there. And one of my other friends left being at a school to go do carpet cleaning. And I'm like, good for you. If you're happy, that's great.
Yeah.
When is it my turn? So
Definitely.
that's definitely not a priority necessarily, is changing jobs or getting that sorted, but just general, what do I need? How can I get it done in the most effective and least stressful way?
Great.
Your turn.
So,
I'm going to drink the rest of my champagne now.
So we know now one of your resolutions is prioritize self-care.
Self-care.
Definitely.
As I'm chugging the rest of this champagne at fucking 1 a.m.
Hey, that can sometimes classify as self-care.
It's true.
Not the first resort, but it counts.
Another quick point about 2018 being super stressful. This was the weirdest year financially for both of us.
Don't even get me started.
We were general layout. We were saving up to move. We had a good head start when we moved up here.
We had that one app where we were saving money, and we we had some
we had some just support.
Birthday money too actually helped. It was like, here's some money for your birthday, and you're like, great, this is going straight to moving.
We had like a little safe box in the top part of our closet because I couldn't reach it. So there's that. And just, I don't know, this was the weirdest year financially, just as a whole. Like even like this past weekend, I'm like, shit.
Right. Well,
I had money yesterday and then something happened and now I don't. And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, well, going back to car troubles, that's because some apartment complexes towing company, not going to mention who, decided that they wanted to tow our car out of a spot that they probably legally didn't have right to do, but we don't feel like paying for legal fees, so we're not even going to bother. Yeah, exactly. All right.
Thankfully and easily, our number one is pretty similar.
Yeah, so we can talk about this. So number one, the worst part about 2018 was
goodbye,
good friends, goodbye. Oh my god.
Oh, ow, that hurt.
Hold on a second.
Hey, a damn cigarette.
Give me that joint.
That was definitely a tricky part of 2018 was saying, okay, bye.
Yeah.
Especially for us, because we lived in pretty much the same area all of our lives. So we're like, cool.
Yeah, you were
bye, everybody I know.
You were born and raised in the same city.
Yeah, I lived in the same 10-mile radius my entire 23 years of existence. And all of a sudden, I'm being plucked out of state. Yeah,
and for me, it was the furthest I'd ever lived from where we met was three and a half hours away. My entire life also had been in the state of Florida. So as much as we could talk about the things we hated about the state of Florida, it technically still is home. And was where we grew up.
It's home.
Yeah.
Always will be.
Yeah, as much as we never want to move back there, it does mean something to us.
I felt so much pain when you said the words move back. And I'm like, fuck. No. Anyway, back to why we're feeling sad.
Yeah, no. I mean, saying goodbye to our family, saying goodbye to our friends, saying goodbye to
my kiddos at school that I've had for 2 years.
Yeah, my coworkers.
That was heartbreaking, yeah.
Saying goodbye to your family.
That was a weird, tricky moment because my parents just bought a house.
Yeah.
So because we were living with my parents and my younger sister. So there were 5 of us in the same house. We were there 2 years, right? We lived with my parents for 2 years.
Yeah, we rented that house specifically to save money, and it did ultimately help more.
Absolutely.
For sure.
So we were just kind of used to that setup of just living with my parents. And then gosh, it had to be around January, February. My parents are like, so we're canceling the lease and we're buying a house. And I'm like, okay. So we better fucking get our asses in gear and move too. But yeah, so it was definitely a weird time because my parents were buying their own house. And then we were moving at the same time. So I feel like we didn't have a lot of time to like hang out with each other because everybody was busy doing their own thing.
Yeah, and that's just after my parents moved to a different city.
Oh yeah.
Because we had Thanksgiving there, remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, our parents
It was a
are
weird
moving
conundrum.
on.
Yeah.
We were moving on. Our siblings, in one way or another, are moving on.
Mm-hmm. It was a weird amalgamation of transitions.
Yeah, I mean, saying goodbye to our cat. Yeah, I made a whole video on my own personal YouTube about saying goodbye to our cat and our drive up here. If any of you are interested in watching that, can check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Derek Alexander.
But yeah, that was definitely a really, really tricky, difficult part of the past year. Was just our slow collection of goodbyes, because we said goodbye to people in January, we said goodbye to people in February. Both of our last days were like the week before we moved, so like you had to say bye to your coworkers, I had to say bye to my kids at school.
It was 3 days before we hit the road. Was our last day at work.
Yep, it was a Wednesday because we drove on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we got here on a Wednesday. Yeah. So, yeah, just saying goodbye.
Yeah, it was tricky. It was tough.
But
we did it.
2018 is over. Nice.
Did it. We're done. We're over it. It's got a nice big bow, and we'll put it away in the closet, never to be seen again.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
And the horizon. And when we look out into the future and see that horizon ahead of us, we see mountains. We know they're going to be peaks. We know they're going to be pits. But I'm so happy to have experienced all of those things, all 5 of those great things, all 3 of those horrible things.
It got us to where we are now. And I wouldn't trade this for anything.
I'm happy where we are now,
I am too.
So, now that we got that out of the way, we got 2018 out of the way, out of the conversation, and done with 2018.
Bye.
For the
back
podcast.
in the basement you go. You redheaded
back,
stepchild.
over the falls.
You redheaded stepchild.
Huh. What are you looking forward to most in 2019? You can give one answer. You can give 3.
Gosh, I'm ready to get some projects done. I want to stick to this podcast.
Me too. I really do. I really like this podcast. I really think it has, potential.
Personal goal.
Uh-huh.
I would like to get out of my comfort zone a little bit more.
Okay. How do you mean?
Should we ever go back to Elish Gardens, a local amusement park in Denver, Colorado?
Yeah.
I would like to get on stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
For anybody who knows me in real life, I'm a baby when it comes to like, it took me 23 years to ride Splash Mountain, and it still terrifies me to this day. It took me, about 16 years to ride Big Thunder Mountain at Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm pretty slow when it comes to thrill seeking. So I'm hoping to get that kind of just out.
Yeah, you want to experience for real this thrill, spills, and chills.
I do. I really do. And other things involved. Like, just stuff like that. And then, like, another thing, too, I would just in general, like, out of my comfort zone, like, I'd like to just, like, not... Like, I want to be able to go outside and do things and not care that people are watching me. Like, I want to start, like, getting in shape again kind of thing.
Right.
But I have such like a fear of like everybody's watching me, like don't look like you don't know what you're doing, and like panic attack 24/7.
Definitely.
I want to be like, I'm taking care of myself. Everybody else, bye. So yeah.
For sure.
Just stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to just experiencing new things.
Yeah.
I want to know what other concerts we're going to see in
2019.
Yeah.
That was another thing about 2018. Like, this was a great year of shows.
Yeah.
Especially since moving here. Oh, my God.
Yeah, with Sales, No Vacation,
Dodie
Superfruit,
Clark.
Dodie Clark, Tessa Violet. I mean...
It was a good year.
Seeing Tessa Violet in person, for me, is
crazy.
Completely surreal, because we've been following her on social media since we've met each other. Since before we've met each other.
Yeah.
Back to her modeling days and the days where she was in New York and... with Ray William Johnson back when back when 789 was a thing,
back when Hey Hi Hello was a thing,
I'm
feeling very old.
We watched now this has just become a Let's Talk About Tessa Violet episode, but we watched
Fandom Fridays.
We watched Tessa go, I want to make some music, and she worked on the Bacon Song and Wizard Love.
Oh,
and,
what's the one?
tap water is the water of the gods.
That one. Whatever the fuck it's
Just,
called.
and then her first album release, and then
the music she's currently dishing out right now. Holy shit, you guys!
I mean, now she's on the map.
Yeah.
She's being
People play
played
her
in
music
Urban
and
Outfitters.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
There's because I follow her on Instagram, and every time someone hears her song like on the radio or whatever, and Instagrams it, she'll show it on her thing. So it's like, it's neat like seeing basically across the map like where her music's being played. Like you said, like Urban Outfitters. There was one video of it being played in an ice cream store in Chicago, and I'm like, what? This is great. I love the internet, and it's like. It
Go
was just,
Team Internet.
Yeah, it was a good year for the internet, kind of.
More or less.
Yeah. In our personal terms of the internet, it was great.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm excited to see what else we're going to be doing.
I feel like this is going to be the year where we're going to do stuff we've wanted to do for a long time.
Absolutely.
Like, we've got this going on. And again, I hope 2019 is going to be the year where we get shit done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Definitely. Absolutely. For sure. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Totally. Radically. For sure.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this is going to be the year of personal growth, emotional stability, and doing things we've been meaning to do. Do a podcast, make music.
Make a podcast. Yeah.
Do you want to talk about anything else?
Yes, but I'm feeling the weeds. Oh, shit. I knocked the cherry out.
Shit. Just so you guys know at home, Derek's MacGyvering this cherry back into this joint very somewhat successfully.
So for 2019, we want to really put focus on our damn podcast. Like I said earlier in the episode, we do have an Instagram now, and we have a Facebook page now. And because it's a new year, we want to make new episodes. We want to make more episodes. We want to make a lot of episodes, and we want to make episodes that you guys want to listen to. So yeah, we're going to be putting a lot of time and effort into our damn podcast, but I don't know if we can really get it going on our own. But if you would like to help, Chloe and I also have an Our Damn Podcast Patreon. It is official, and it is up at the time that this podcast is live. So if you're listening to it, our damn Patreon is up. So you can
Clever
go.
tie-in, my love.
Oh, thank you.
If you would like to find our Patreon, you can go to
Patreon.com/Our-Damn-Podcast. Stop.
What?
Patreon.com/Our-Damn-Podcast.
Our damn podcast.
Yeah, hold on. So yeah, we can't do it alone.
So if you'd like to help us and help fund our Patreon page, then you can go to patreon.com/Our-Damn-Podcast. It's a treat.
All right, so our Patreon currently has 3 tiers. They are beginner tiers. So if you would like to pledge any money, these are going to be the benefits for each tier. So for our first tier, you could join the Damn Good People. That's $1 or more per month. So the benefits include one thank you message from us. And we wrote it, and it's super cute, and you'll really like it. And plus, it helps us, fund this and bring better episodes in the future. So for our second tier, our fans with benefits, that is $3 or more per month. And the benefits for that include one thank you message from us, as well as uncut behind-the-scenes video of our podcast.
Exclusives.
Once a month.
Backstage content.
BTS. Behind the scenes. Isn't that a K-pop group?
BTS, yes. Yeah. BT, yes.
BT, yeah. Good one.
Thanks.
And then for our third tier, you can become one of our best damn friends. That is $5 or more a month.
The world needs more best friends. Why not be ours?
Why not be our best friend? Why not be our best damn friend? How about
Let's
that?
be best damn friends.
So if you're a best damn friend, you're more than a damn good person. You're more than just a fan. You are a best damn friend. Seriously, this podcast means a lot to us, and by helping us do what we love, you mean a lot to us too. So the benefits for our best damn friends include a thank you message from us, as well as a BDFF, Best Damn Friends Forever thank you card that we will handwrite to you and send you in the mail, as well as uncut behind the scenes video once a month.
There may be a surprise in your handwritten letter as well.
Card.
A surprise.
A surprise.
It could be many things.
Maybe a stick of gum. Who knows?
Something fun.
So yeah. So those are our tiers, and yeah, that is live right now. If you want to go check it out, you can just go look at it. If you can't become a patron, that's okay. We understand.
Things are tight. It happens.
Finances suck, especially nowadays. So if you can't, don't worry about it. Just share it. Share it with somebody.
You should plug in your phone to the aux cord. It's like, hey, you guys like weird people, right? You like homebodies who smoke. I have something special for you. And then boom, there you go. Full circle.
Yeah.
It's great.
And you can share your love for us with other people.
There you go.
Who loves us? I mean,
that's a different question for a different day. Also, maybe a therapist.
So yeah, a lot of good things coming to you guys from us for the new year, and a lot of good things to look forward to in 2019. You know, politics are always changing. We might have a great 2019 for politics.
Who knows?
I mean, the midterm election alone was
pretty outstanding.
A pretty big step forward considering. So yeah, I hope 2019 treats all of you guys well. You know, here's to the new year.
Here's to self-care, friendships, and all sorts of good things coming your way.
Here's to good grades, clear skin. What are the Tumblr posts?
Yeah.
like to charge, reblog to cast.
Something like stupid shit like that, yeah. Thanks for coming down memory lane with us as we explored the past year. That's been super fun.
Yeah, I hope 2018's been good to you, and if not, I hope 2019's better to you. So, I'm Derek.
And I'm Chloe.
And have a damn good day. Have a damn good year. Have a damn good 2019.
Have a damn good 2019.
Okay, bye.
Bye.